Hello! Welcome back. I'm Kirsten. This is my book corner. Back with another review today. I'm still really new to all this YouTube malarkey, so I would really love it if you could let me know what you think is going well, what you think I could maybe change or do differently. I'm planning and editing and recording and doing all that sort of stuff all by my lonesome, and I don't really know what I'm doing, so I'll rely on you to keep me right and tell me what it is that you need. Anywho, enough of that. Let's get cracking with today's review. Before we do that, pull up a chair, get yourself comfy, get a little drinky. Today I have my good old diluting juice, apple and blackcurrant. Cheers. Let's get on with the show. Well, let me tell you now about this book that I'm reviewing today. It's a book called Lean, Fall, Stand by John McGregor. This is a book that I got in my Tea Time bookshop subscription box. Now, this is not a sponsored post. I've not been asked to mention my subscription in any way, shape or form. I'm just a genuine customer who receives these boxes every month. Or should I say, my other half is a genuine customer who arranged for me to be sent a box every month as my birthday present last year. They send you a book like this one, bookmark, some biscuits, some tea or coffee or hot chocolate, stuff like that. Stuff to give you a nice, cosy reading experience. They're always on time. I picked the surprise me genre, so I never know what I'm going to get. I've had some non-fiction, I've had some thrillers, I've had some literary stuff, really good range, and they also sell individual products, gifts and things like that. I didn't realise that they did that, and now that I know that, I'm probably going to buy all the knickknacks. I'm like that, I can't control myself. So like I say, this is not a sponsored post, however I do have a 10% discount code that I can share, so I'll pop that in the description below, click the link and have a little look if you've never heard of them before. Anywho, the book that I got was a hardback copy of Lean, Fall, Stand. As you can see, the cover and the title give literally nothing away as to what this book is about. I'm a mood reader, so that's sometimes really difficult for me because I don't know if I want to read the book or not, because I don't know how it's going to make me feel. So this was like a stretch for me, a little bit of a challenge, and I love a challenge, so I went for it, and I'm so glad that I did. Now this book centres on Doc. Why am I still holding it? Hold on. Swing! Anyway, so the book centres on Doc, who is a researcher. He spends most of his time in the arse end of nowhere, or Antarctica, as it's otherwise known. Just him and two other researchers living in this little hut in the middle of a snowy tundra doing their research thing. There is a really dramatic incident pretty much at the start of the book. It's the catalyst to everything else that happens beyond that point. The story is not dealing with him having the incident, the story is dealing with him recovering from this life-changing event. So it's a really interesting take. It's about recovery, not the issue itself. So Doc can no longer communicate effectively. This is part of what's happened to him, and this story follows his journey of learning to communicate and of going through all those emotions when you're dealing with a significant life-changing event. Grief, loss, frustration, anger, all this stuff all just melded into one. You also get some snapshots in the perspective of his wife, who is also going through significant change on the back of this. And the arc that their relationship goes on is so well done that it's almost visual. It was really raw. It detailed recovery in such a different way than what I'm used to. Normally, people just seem to bounce back in these books. Something bad happens, but they're strong and they're independent and they just power on through. But that's not how life works. And this book does so well of depicting that it's really rubbish when bad things happen, and it is an absolute mountain to climb to develop a new sense of normal. It was really well done, and I really enjoyed that point of view and that reassurance that actually when things change and I struggle with it, that's okay. It's okay to struggle with change, and it's okay to feel frustrated when things are not going your way. I really liked it. Nice reassuring message, a hopeful message. John McGregor also handles Doc's struggles with communication really, really brilliantly. It's a genius way of doing it. It's putting you into Doc's mind, but it is also giving you the same issues with communication. It's hard to describe, and I don't want to give too much away because it's so beautiful to discover it yourself. But the author does an amazing way of making you, the reader, feel the same frustration, the same annoyance, the same, oh my God, I want to shake you, why don't you understand me, feelings that Doc's feeling without just describing those feelings to you. It was really beautiful and really emotional, to be fair. Like it choked me up a few times, I'm not gonna lie. The book will just stay with me for a really long time. There's no one significant turning point in it. It's just a series of tiny little steps that Doc goes through until he kind of reaches his new normal, or tries to reach his new normal. And what I really liked about it is that when I closed the book and I had finished it, Doc's story was not complete, but I felt like the story I was in had come to an end. And it's a really difficult thing to do when you don't have like a final, this is what has happened and they live happily ever after type thing. I really, really, really loved it. I gave it 5 stars. It gave me all of the emotions, gave me feelings of joy and of hope at the same time as helplessness and frustration. I went through the rigmarole of it all and came out the other end feeling positive. Really enjoyed it, and I definitely recommend, if you've not heard of this author before or you've not read any of his books, pick this one up. It's 100% worth it. I've put the link to it in the description below, as well as a cheeky link to my blog. You know what to do, so that you can go and have a little look yourself. And that is my quick fire review of Lean Fall Stand by John McGregor, just for you. As always, I'm here every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. So my next video is on Monday with my weekly roundup. Spoiler alert, I haven't read loads this week so far, and I'm going to my best friend's wedding tomorrow. So we'll definitely not read anything tomorrow, and we'll possibly be hungover on Sunday. That could go either way on Sunday in that case. Nonetheless, I will be back on Monday with a quick weekly roundup, and then back on Wednesday and Friday after that. Give me a little subscribe, I would appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Cheerio!